Ooh. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Damn, I knew I forgot to do something. Okay. Ever since I went on the internet last night, I kind of got to thinking. You're gonna have, because mind you, this is just the internet, right? You're gonna have people that just mainly don't care. Because the internet's the internet. Someone told me a long time ago this is the black man's what was it? Uh, Safe haven to vent. Well, this is also a black man's safe haven to run his mouth about anything. I mean, hell, if you credited Charleston White, then you must credit Umar because apparently Umar must have said something about you Negroes that made y'all tick. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. Because if you absolutely cared about mainly care for yourselves, because y'all talk about grifting, boy. I scroll on YouTube and seen people I'd never seen before, and I'm like, damn, Umar must have pissed a lot of people off. People that he's never seen before, people I've never seen before on the internet, even people who I didn't think would comment on this shit, but they just do it just for a click and a view or whatever. So I give these people a pass, but these Negroes, it's just whatever. So me just waking up. Well, I went back to no went to sleep, clean up, fix, started fixing stuff, started putting extra drills or extra because I was fixing my bed, put extra nails and stuff, but we don't need to we don't need to do all any other extras because we're moving pretty soon. So I went back to sleep and then I woke up looking on the internet and it's like, what do you expect? It's like what a friend of mine was saying, and shouts out, Jesus, shouts out to Shish Trish. The internet is the internet. So we ignore most of these goofballs out here. It's like these are the same people that disrespect black women. A black man disrespecting a black woman. That does that sound? I would expect a white man to disrespect a black woman, but a black man to disrespect a black woman, and any and every excuse comes out. But the moment Umar says one thing good about a black woman, it's like he's a grift, he's this, he's that. I was like, okay, okay, cool, whatever. All I got to say is this to Umar and to the people that are helping him. Finish the mission. Finish the mission, move forward. Don't let anything stop you. Primarily, these pathetic human beings out here. They're just pathetic. And I could conjure up a whole bunch of words, but it's useless at this point because people are going to do what they do. Still living in their mother's house, drinking up the drinking up grandma orange juice, talking shit on the internet. If you ain't got nothing respectful to say, don't say it at all. If you ain't got nothing respectful, if you ain't got nothing respectful to say, don't say it at all. If you have an issue with Umar, why come on the internet with it several hundred times? Just leave this man alone. You did not donate a dime to him. Why are you opening your mouth? Why? Just finish the mission. Finish the mission. Make everybody eat their words. But even so, people are going to always have something to say. This was why this community is lost. It is so lost in the sauce. It is so lost in the sauce. That's why no white man respect. That's why no white man respects you. Hell, no Asian respects you. Hell, no, you don't respect yourself. You can't even respect a man who has gone through the fire. And by the way, he's not God. Never claimed to be. He's not God. He's the Messiah. He never claimed to be the Messiah. There's a lot of things that he's claimed, but Messiah or God is not one of them. He's even given respects to Aubrey Trubre, Abraham Trubre, the king of Fossil, down there, and I think in southern part of Africa. He's given credit. He's given so much praise to men who are Pan African, who are building a nation. It is not building communities, they're building nations. And they have three other people building nations with them. I don't even know their freaking names, but I care to learn about them soon enough. Just like to tear each other down as usual. As usual. Finish the mission. I would tell I would tell E5 to day this 10 times over. Finish the mission. Nothing else matters at this point but the mission. I seen the tape where he was in FDMG, and oh, by the way, there is a Pacific person that is new to YouTube. I'm not gonna say how many views this subscribers this person has. Is fairly new, and I'm gonna give it grace. And I'm just gonna say, before you judge one's character or you judge one's uh, um, economic status, do your due diligence and do your research. Because as far as the school is concerned, people often say, there's no contractors in there, ain't no tools in there, blah, 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 blah. I said, I don't know where you've been. I'm just going to say that you are fairly new because everybody wants to. It seems like to me everybody wants to jump on this story What are the four food groups that I often say that they are? Black women. Why do I say black women? Because nobody respects them and they're being disrespected. Everybody expects to be a king, but they want to treat their queen, and I'm not saying all, but you want to treat your queen like a redheaded stepchild. I even heard, who was it? I think it was Bruiser. Bruiser said, yeah, it was Bruiser. Bruiser said, in order to build generational wealth, I want you to put your 2 week notice in you're at a high paying position, but I want you to put your 2 week notice in to help me build my organization. I said, what? I'm like, okay, that's how we're gonna build generational wealth. Is you giving up your position so he can have his position. And I'm saying to myself, what if it don't work? What if it don't work? She would have given up, I would say 100,000, 100,000, possibly 150,000 per year or something like that. Crazy. Real crazy. They give up their positions to be king, but they don't want to treat their queens like the thing. And the most even have you ever heard that the most people that are suicidal are females? The second are white men. Most people who are in those positions often commit the most suicide. Robin Williams was one of them. Robin Williams had so much fame, he didn't know what he had, and he just offed himself because he was so miserable. White people, you think white people have it good? No, they don't. That's why they kill themselves to grasp on the more and more and more and more. But black women try so hard for their man. It's just sometimes it's just not enough. And us men, we have our issues with black women too, but I often hear oftentimes that women don't respect men. Women want to be in a position with a black man. It's just too hard nowadays because you don't pay attention to what's going on. You're just like a mute to um the things that are surrounding you. You don't have the guts enough to say no to white folks, to say no to Trump, to say no to the Democratic Party, to say no to the Republican Party. You don't have the guts enough. You don't have the guts enough to surround yourself with those individuals who will develop an independent black party to certify your position long enough to ask questions to a what you call it, those senators or whatever you call them, to ask questions long enough, like you would ask questions about Umar. You ask questions about the school all the time. Well, why don't you ask the people that are either independent or either in like a senator's position, who are candidates for the White House? You don't ask them no questions. You don't have no inquiries. We just say vote, 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 vote. You don't ask Donald Trump any questions. because you fear that he's going to send his security on you or something like that. I don't give a damn about no damn security. Secure your legacy. Ain't that's what you ain't this is what this about? Securing a black man's legacy. So you feel if you get with a or not a white woman, if you get with a black woman, it secures your legacy in the black community. Well, number one, you need to stop messing with these white women. I do agree with that, but that's not my issue. My issue is the disrespect that you place upon yourself every time you call a black woman a bitch. But Umar's this and Umar's that for representing not just black women, but all of us. All of us. All of us. And so he has an itch for a black woman. So what? So the fuck what? But I don't expect any good. I don't expect any good to come out of this. I don't expect any good at all because I would say a good majority, I would say a small majority, a good majority of individuals hate Umar very much. They do. They do. That's why I tell them that's if I was in the position to tell Umar, again, I would tell him to finish the mission, go forward, stop going this horizontal, just move forward because it's not worth arguing with hypocrites. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just finish the mission. It is not worth you wasting your time with certain, except for the one person that you need to handle your business with. Actually, two people, but the rest of the world, let them hang themselves. Just let them hang themselves. This is not your fight. Your fight is getting the rest of Black America on its heels and be something again. I mean, there came a time where the black community was a thing. It was a thing. Now it ain't shit no more. And I understand it because even in the Bibles, it even says that a man will grow weary and will start to drift towards the thorns of the path of a thorny uh, society. Because, and I'm paraphrasing, because remember when Jesus had some seeds in his hand and he was giving parables to his disciples, and he threw one of the seeds into quicksand, and he threw another pair of seeds into the thorns, and he threw another pair of seeds into the soil. One of them represented their own path in life, and I think we're just stuck in quicksand. Some of us are stuck in quicksand. The rest of us are being pricked. Why are we being pricked? Because we keep uttering the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Black men ain't this. Black men ain't that. Black women ain't this. Black women ain't that. You talk about marriage, but you don't know what marriage means. But you want Umar to get married? Why? It's hard to. I mean no disrespect, but at times it's just hard. It's just hard to trust a woman now. It's hard to trust a woman now. Not all. I mean, if, and I hate going here. If Shannon Sharp had a black woman by his side, do you think he'd be doing all this stupid shit? Do you think he would be losing millions and millions of dollars? No, no, he wouldn't. But instead, he lost millions due to a settlement and retired some young ass, ugly ass white girl that he had no business being with in the first place. Lesson learned. Thorns. Quicksand. But how do we get to a place of soil and rise above? Stop listening to people on the internet. This is what I will say to Umar. If you want to grow your seed on soil instead of quicksand and thorns, guess what? Rise above everyone that don't believe in your vision. Leave those people alone. Leave them people. They're gonna do their videos regardless. They're gonna do their videos. Let them do it. Let them do it. I'll be at it about support you as much as I can. But even though I have a life of my own. I got family of my own. I ain't gonna be doing this every single day. But I'll tell you, your plan should be just to move onward. Don't go to the right. Don't go to the left. Leave this heifer alone. You know who I'm talking about. And just move forward with the mission. The school's looking good. It'll look greater when you open. The school looks good on the inside. Ain't no progress in it. You must not have been there. You must not have seen the videos that I've seen. It's just crazy. It is crazy. Finish the mission. Just finish the mission. Don't worry about nothing else. Finish the fucking mission. This is your world. Finish the mission. A lot of people are counting on you. A lot of people are counting on Dr. Umar Tunde to finish the mission. Don't worry about some stupid podcast. No disrespect to Joe Budden. That's my boy. I like Joe Budden. That's my bro. Finish the mission. Don't worry about that. Joe Budden will have no choice but to say, okay. So he finally did it, huh? Finally did it. I spoke on a lot of things. I spoke I spoke on a lot of things. I spoke on it too much. Finish the mission, and you will get and you will. People will have no choice but to give you the respect that you deserve. We riding for you. We riding for you. We support you. You got people who are riding for you on YouTube. Just finish the mission. Finish the mission. Stop going to the right. Stop going to the left. We moving forward. Onward. Like Jim Harbaugh, former Michigan coach, would say, onward, onward. Sidebar. I know Naomi is champ, but J Card Hill should be champion. She went up and basically did her thing against a woman that called a black man a boy. And I'm like, they didn't do nothing to you for that? Yeah, WWE's dead. That's just a sidebar. That's a sidebar. They can't stand, white folks can't stand two black folks, two black people, both of them female, raising that championship belt. They can't stand it. That will be the most in history. But just a sidebar. Just a sidebar. They don't they didn't want to see they don't want to see this man succeed. They do not want to see this man succeed. They don't want to see the school opening up. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. So why even bother asking? Why do you keep bother asking, where's the school? Where's the school? Where's the school? Why do you keep bother asking? Hmm? Why do you keep bother asking? Where's the school? Where's the school? Where's the school? Did you donate? No, you haven't donated. So why would you care? You keep asking, where's the school? Where's the school? Where's the school? He's sucking up money from the black community. You never contributed anything. So why would you care? It's not your money. Why would you care? Why would you care? That's what don't make sense to me. Apparently, you just listen to one person and it clicks. People, people are scandalous, boy, on this internet. Hey, some cutthroats. I will admit, these some of these people are just straight cutthroat with it. But shouts out to the people who do get it. Shouts out to the people. Um, I guess I could shout them out. Shouts out to Tiffany. Shouts out to Trish. Shouts out to D. Darrell, even though he's kind of tired. I still think he's a Umar. He still supports Umar in his own little way. Um, Shouts out to Q. Shouts out to shouts out to a lot of people. Shout out to a lot of people. Keep this energy going. Because if he would have had this done a long time ago, if he would have took that money took a loan out. If he would have took a loan out in about 1 or 2 years, he would have had the school. But you took money from the government. Not only do you have to pay it back, but you have a curriculum. You have certain curriculums that you necessarily can't do because number one, it's a private. I don't care if it's a private institution. You took money from the government, so therefore, they have a right to do whatever they want to do with the school because they gave you the money. Go back to my old video. Go back to my old videos where I interviewed Umar, and he had said, not basically said he's doing this with all black money. He doesn't want to pay the banks anything because of how scandalous they are anyway. With this whole, they charge you what, 11 to like 14% interest. I'm like, that's just crazy work, right? Then you have workers come from any and everywhere breaking in there to work for him. Finish the mission. Just finish the mission. People will come to you in droves once you do that. But do handle your business with linen honor. Sue his little monkey ass, and sue that broad too. But other than that, finish the mission. Let's move onward, people. Let's just move onward. We got bigger fish to fry other than dealing with lapidate lost causes. We don't have time for lost causes. We don't. Just finish the mission. That's it.